When Brad Pitt married Jennifer Aniston, not everyone was sending congratulations. At least not Gwyneth Paltrow, if a new biography is to be believed.
I take the institution of marriage extremely seriously.
Yep. According to author Amy Odell, best known for her book Anna, the biography, Gwyneth wasn't exactly thrilled about her ex getting hitched. Odell's latest book dives deep into the life of the Goop founder, based on interviews with people close to her. While Gwyneth herself didn't speak with Odell, her so-called inner circle apparently had a lot to say. So what exactly did she tell friends back then? Reportedly, she confided that she was sad when she found out Brad and Jen were tying the knot. Sad, and also kind of savage. Odell claims that around that time, Gwyneth didn't shy away from bashing Brad's taste in women. Ouch.
Have you been on the Friends show?
I don't know what that is.
Nah.
What's Friends?
But wait, it gets spicier. During a business dinner with Erin Lauder, heiress to the Estee Lauder empire, Gwyneth allegedly dropped a jaw-dropping line about her former fiancé. According to someone who says they were in the know, she told Erin, "He's dumber than a sack of shit." Now, whether or not she really said that, I'll leave that to your imagination, but clearly those post-breakup feelings were not all warm and fuzzy.
It was great, and he's great. He's a lovely guy, and and it's like, for us, it's just like, and the relationship didn't work out, and it's fine.
Gwyneth's team hasn't commented on these claims, at least not yet. Now in public, Gwyneth played it way more cool. At the Toronto Film Festival just 2 months after the wedding, a reporter asked her about Brad's new marriage. Her response? Basically a death stare. "Are you really asking me this question?" she said, her eyes described as daggers. She quickly shut it down. "I can't comment on this kind of thing." Classic Gwyneth. Poised on camera, but reportedly simmering behind the scenes.
It's quite a lot.
And if you think the drama stops there, think again. The book also revisits Gwyneth's time filming Emma while she and Brad were still together. Apparently, she was already having second thoughts about the relationship and even admitted to a crush on Hugh Grant. Just imagine being in a period drama and daydreaming about another British heartthrob while your A-list fiancé is waiting in the wings.
They're both great.
Gwyneth later opened up on the Call Her Daddy podcast in 2023, saying she broke off the engagement because she wasn't ready for marriage. She was only in her mid-20s, while Brad was nearly a decade older and already thinking long-term. "It was really one of those difficult things," she said. "Not only am I not ready, I'm not living up to the standards again."
It was just, the right thing at that time, but it was really hard.
Gwen and Brad met as any fated Hollywood couple does on a movie set. They starred as an on-screen couple in the relentlessly grim film Seven, where they played doomed lovers. But while that film ended with her head in a box and him destined for jail, in real life, they were destined for something a little less gruesome. Their chemistry was magnetic, and very soon they were inseparable. Gwyneth, who was just 22 years old at the time, admitted it was love at second sight, with Brad, who was 31.
"Here's your boyfriend on the cover of this. The sexiest man alive. That must get a little tiring for you when you go out in public."
Well, Denzel is now the new sexiest man alive.
See, that's good. That's a lot of pressure off of you and Brad, don't you think?
At first, she didn't realize he was flirting with her and thought he was just being friendly. Her career was only just taking off, and she was relatively unknown in the movie-making scene, so she never thought that a Hollywood A-lister would be making moves on her. But she was wrong. It wasn't long before everyone on set knew they were an item, and a smitten Gwyneth confirmed it to the world when she gushed, "I am properly in love for the first time in my life, and I do not care if my former boyfriends read this."
He's the most normal, sweet, intelligent, down-to-earth guy. He's just a guy, just like everybody else.
Paltrow's parents also adored Pitt, and he got along with her whole family. There were many other celebs who were completely in awe of the young couple's love. Her love affair with Brad gives her strength. It's not because he's a superstar, but because he is completely besotted with her, movie exec Meryl Poster said of Brad and Gwen. It seemed like they were so crazy in love, like there was enough love between them for everyone in the room. So when the right time came, Pitt asked her father for his blessing to propose to Gwen. It's no surprise that he got the nod of approval, and in 1997, Brad proposed after 2 years of dating. He described the moment as one of the greatest of his life.
Iconic hair moment number 3.
Number 3,
with this guy.
Oh, matching haircut.
Their appearance at the 1997 premiere of The Devil's Own remains an iconic moment in their history, thanks to their matching haircuts. Gwen even admitted that it was all on purpose because they had gone to the same hairstylist and asked for the same haircut. If that isn't the epitome of cute, we don't know what is. When Brad won his Golden Globe for his performance in the film 12 Monkeys, he thanked
especially the love all my life, my angel, Gwyneth Paltrow.
His acceptance speech, and the rest of the world swooned. They continued to steal the hearts of fans, strolling down the streets of New York, hand in hand, and looking lovingly at one another. "I take the institution extremely seriously," Gwyneth said of marriage at the time, clearly giddy about their upcoming nuptials.
There are no divorces in my family, and in his either. So, we've been together for quite some time, so this is not a rash decision.
The two were so smitten they even prioritized time together over their film schedules. They made sure that they weren't making movies at the same time so that they would both have breaks in between filming to make time for their relationship. "It's too difficult to be separated, it really is," Gwen explained. Unfortunately, it seemed like Brad's proposal was the downfall of their relationship. It wasn't much later that their blissful romance suddenly began to unravel. The pressure of getting married felt like too much for Gwen. She was only 25 years old after all, and she began to feel like she was too young to settle down. "I think I was a kid and I wasn't ready. He was too good for me. I honestly do think I was too young and didn't know what I was doing," the actress confessed. "I'm so lucky that I spent time with Brad, somebody who was such a good person," she said, as reported by ABC News. "Especially when I was like such a mess. My kind of internal stuff really tripped up that whole relationship, and I felt really responsible and also like I was the architect of my own misery. I just made a big mess out of it. I was very upset for a long, long time." The Contagion actress discussed her former beau years later on Howard Stern's Sirius XM show, with nothing but praise for Pitt. "I definitely fell in love with him," she recalled of Pitt in 2015, according to Us Weekly. "He was so gorgeous and sweet. I mean, he was Brad Pitt." She felt like she was too young to make the big decision of becoming someone's wife, and later admitted that it wasn't until she was in her 40s that she got, quote, "my head out of my ass." Gwen also explained that their relationship wasn't healthy, adding that certain things happened between the two of them that made her hate herself. Rumors had also begun to circulate that Gwen had cheated on Brad with her Sliding Doors co-star, John Hannah. And while Gwyneth never weighed in on the gossip, she did take the blame for the toxic split and the darkest moment of it. "My kind of internal stuff really tripped up that whole relationship, and I felt really responsible. And also, like I was the architect of my own misery, and I just made a big mess out of it," she admitted. Brad's longtime friend, Jean Black, claimed Gwen's behavior had also raised a lot of red flags. "I think there were a lot of things that made Brad feel as if Gwyneth wasn't ready for marriage," she shared. Following the couple's split, Gwen was so distraught that she refused to work and almost missed out on her Oscar-winning role in Shakespeare in Love. She shared in an interview, "It really changed my life. When we split up, something changed permanently in me. My heart sort of broke that day, and it will never be the same." She added that because she was still in the middle of the terrible breakup, the idea of being away from home was too difficult. At first, she didn't even read the script, explaining, "I was just like, I can't read anything right now. I'm having a really hard time." Gwen also revealed that she could not eat. "I was really skinny," after her breakup with Brad. And she wasn't the only Paltrow that was devastated by their breakup.
Brad Pitt and I had just broken up, and I had breakup, could not eat. I was really skinny. It was sort of upsetting.
The actress admitted that her father was also devastated when they broke up because he had loved him like his own son. The following year, Brad went on to meet Jennifer Aniston while Gwyneth dated Ben Affleck before marrying Coldplay's Chris Martin in 2003 and had 2 children. Neither of their first marriages didn't work out, and Brad ended up having another failed marriage with Angelina Jolie. However, it seems like Gwen finally found happiness with her second husband, Glee producer Brad Falchuk. While Pitt and Paltrow weren't able to make things work out, they definitely made their mark in Hollywood history as one of the most iconic and good-looking to ever grace the red carpet.